Very good morning, students. Welcome back to second year physics. See, in the previous, actually, we finished about a related to LCR circuits and LC circuits, LR circuits. Now, in the same chapter, we have another one, transformer. Of course, everyone know we can see the transformers in our colonies, and at a substation also we can see the transformers. See, this is the transformers. So that the transformer is actually basically it is a electrical device which uses to convert a low AC voltage to high AC voltage, or it is a device, the device which uses to convert high AC voltage to low AC voltage. It is a vice versa. And you remember there is a less lossless propagation. It is a device. And here it is also device which used to transform the power from electrical power from one electrical device to another electrical device without any change in frequency. Frequency remains constant. That's what we can call it is a transformer, and which use it to transform the power from one circuit to another circuit with the same frequency. That's what we can say, same frequency that can be converted. And you remember one more point here. I want to say here it is works on the principle of mutual induction. See, it works on the principle of mutual induction. What is mean by mutual induction? Mutual induction is nothing but there must be a change in flux. See, in a one coil, if a flux is changes, that change in flux is linked with the another coil. Therefore, if the flux linked with the another coil, there it is to be EMF and current is induces. It is we can call mutual induction. Now come to the point is, see, I'll show you the diagram for the transformer. It is consist of a laminated core. see, laminated core is nothing but we can say there will be a L-shaped frames. See, we have like a L-shaped frames. I'll show you the diagram for the transformer. Like we have the L frames to be one over the other, it is to be like this. Clear? So these are all L framed L shape, and these are electrically insulated. What is meant by insulation? Insulation is nothing but that is to be like this wire. Say wire is nothing but it is insulated. Inside it is there is a copper wires are there. Like that only for this also this L frames are completely it is insulated frames which are to be L frames, and it is to be arranged one above the other like this. So we can take it like this. Clear? It is to be one above the other arranged like this, and inside also we can take it like this. See, these are L frames which is placed one over other like this, right? And come to the point is it is consist of a two frame. I mean two wires are wounded. One we can say primary coil, that is to be the wires which is to be wounded like this. Clear? And it is given like this, and it is to be connected to alternate currents along with a key. And here other one we can take a number of turns which are to be wounded, and it is a secondary coil, and there will be load resistance RL is connected to obtain a output. So this is actually construction of transformer. See, transformer is a device, the device which used to convert low AC voltage to high AC voltage, or we can say high AC voltage to low AC voltage, and it is consist of a L-shaped frames which are arranged one above the other. Like it is we can say one L, you take another L which is placed above this one L, like all the L's are arranged one above the other like this. Therefore, we'll get the one laminated core will get. So this all L frames are, it is electrically insulated. It is electrically insulated. These all wires are electrically insulated, and here at a one end there will be a number of turns or wire is wounded. This we can call primary coil, or you say primary, and it is a N1 number of turns it is consist, and the secondary coil is consist of a N2 number of turns. The wire wounded like this, and one is consist of N1 number of turns, and secondary coil is consist of N2 number of turns. And usually, see, when there is a AC is applied to the primary coil, Usually you remember transformer, usually it is works on the, it is only works for the AC current, not for the DC. So what is mean by DC? DC is nothing but there will be no change in current. So the current is, it is direct current will flow, no? Therefore when there is a direct current flows, is there any change in flux is get? No, will not get a current change in flux, because if a constant current, that constant current provides only constant magnetic flux. But here we require a change in current. When there is a current is changes, therefore that provides the change in magnetic flux. Therefore that flux linked with the change in flux linked with the other coils. Therefore that change in flux induces the current and EMF. Now here it is works only for AC alternate currents only, not for DC. That's what here. So when there is an alternate current is applied, that alternatively sinusoidally changes, plus minus. See, one time it is flows a positive current, one time it is flows a negative current. That means here there is a alternatively current is changes. When there is a alternatively current is changes and it is flows through the turns, no, number of turns, no, therefore there will be a magnetic flux is induces. That is a change in magnetic flux is induces because of the alternate currents. Therefore this flux is linked with the secondary coil like this. It is the flux links because it is a laminated core, no? Therefore the flux flows and it is linked with the secondary coil. When there is a flux is linked with the secondary coil, then the EMF and the current is induces, that is to be obtained at a load resistance RL. You remember it is about a transformer construction and it is works on the principle of like this. Clear? Okay, now let us, we have to derive an expression. Suppose here it is input, we are giving a EMF is E1 and we are getting output is E2. Therefore according to the Faraday's laws, we know, see, E is nothing but we can say EMF minus N d phi by dt we can. This is the Faraday's second law. Now according to the Faraday's second law, now we need to find a output EMF. And let us, there will be a like this, E2 by E1 is equal to, we can say, output EMF by, right, output EMF by input EMF, so that E2 by E1 is equal to, output is nothing but how many number turns are there? N2, so that you write as N2 d phi by dt by minus N1 d phi by dt. Then d phi by dt is cancelled, therefore it is E2 minus is cancelled. E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1. This is the relative theory for the given transformer. So that output EMF by input EMF is nothing but N2 by N1. N2 is nothing but a number of turns in the secondary coil and N1 is nothing but a number of turns in the primary coil. So that here we can also say N2 by N1 is nothing but a small r. Sir, what is a small r? Small r is nothing but a transformer ratio. So that we can also say E2 by E1 is equal to small r. And in the same way, so now we need to find a power also. We can take like this, output power is equal to input power, because there is a, we can say there is no change in frequency, no? Whatever the input power is given, no? The same power it is to be converted, that is there is no change in frequency. That's what we can say, output power is equal to input power. So we know according to the power is nothing but a E into I. Here output in the sense is we have E2 and V2, N2, no? Therefore you write E2 I2 is equal to E1 I1 it is. E1 I1. So that you write E2 by E1 is equal to, it is E2 by E1 is equal to I1 by I2 we can. So this is, you say, equation 1 it is, this is equation 2 and this is equation 3. Now look at here, E2 by E1 is nothing but I1 by I2. That we can say E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1 also. So from 1 and 3, that is I1 by I2 is equal to, we can say it is N2 by N1, that is equal to, we can also write as R. So this is the related theory belongs to about a transformer, which is to be like this. Okay. Now come to the point is actually we have two types of transformers are there. One we can say step up transformer and one more we can say step down transformer. There are two types of transformers. It is belongs to two. That is one we can say transformer is a step up and one more is the step down transformer. So that you take first one, step up. Right. So first one, step up. There are two types of transformers. You say first one, step up. Sir, what is mean by step up? In this step up transformer is nothing but actually in the both the primary and secondary, right? We have primary coil and secondary coil. In case of a step up, say the number of turns in the secondary is greater than number of turns in the primary. That you say it is a N2 and this you say N1. So the condition will be what happens, N2 greater than N1 it is. So there will be a, we can connect a like this, and therefore it is a load resistance is RL. Then in case of a step up transformer, N2 must be greater than N1. That means output number of turns must be greater than primary it is. So that ultimately E2 also what happens, here also E2 we will get the greater than E1. See, this is the first and second, N2 greater than N1, and third R also greater than 1. Of course, output EMF is greater than input EMF because the number of turns in the secondary coil is more than the primary coils. And come to the point is second, step down it is. Sir, what is mean by step down? See, step down is nothing but again here N1 is greater than N2. You can say like this. There will be in the primary must be number of turns in the primary greater than in the secondary terms. Like you take AC will be like this, and here it is load resistance will get. So it is N2 and N1. Here also E1 greater than E2, and here number of turns primary is greater than secondary, and here R less than 1. And come to the point is I want to say about a statement in general. In case of a step up transformer, there will be a like this. It converts a low, I mean to say an alternating low voltage. Alternating, see, AC low voltage at high currents. Simple, high currents. At a input is we should give a low alternate voltage at a high currents. Therefore, it is to be converted as reverse. It is a high alternate voltage to low alternate current. That's what it is. Clear now? It's very simple. Here it is a step up is nothing but there must be a input must be, here we can say when there is a low alternate voltage is at a high current is to be converted as high voltage at low currents, which we can call as the step up transformer. In case of a step down, sir, what will happen step down? Again you look at this will be reverse. That means here high voltage, alternate voltage at a low current is applied. Therefore, it is to be converted as that is low voltage at a high currents. So simple. These two are reverse. See, step up is nothing but once again I'll repeat you. See, it convert an alternating low voltage at high currents into high voltage at a low current. Step up. Step down is reverse. This is about a transformer is two types. Clear? And come to the point. There will be a actually we have efficiency of a transformer. Sir, what will be the efficiency of a transformer? Of course, you remember transformer efficiency is nothing but output power by input power. You say like this, efficiency. See, efficiency of a transformer. Efficiency of transformer. So that is we can say neta. So it is defined as output power by input power. Input, it is nothing but efficiency. So the efficiency of transformer we can say output power by input power. That is we can say efficiency is equal to E2 I2 by E1 I1 it is. So that here it is suppose is asking percentage. So that percentage of this one is E2 by E1 into I2 by I1 into 100. And one more point you remember, for ideal transformer, say remember, for ideal transformer efficiency is equal to 1. That means it is an 100%. The efficiency of a ideal transformer is equal to 100%. Clear? This is about a transformer related theory and the efficiency of a transformer. Everyone remember? See, an ideal transformer N is equal to 1. Ideal transformer N is equal to 1. That means 100% of efficiency will be get. So this is related to the transformer theory. And here on the basis of transformer, again we have some problems also in this. Let us. We'll see the problems on the basis of transformer also, because which are very, very important for IP. Right. So that look at here. On the basis of transformer, I'll tell you problems from our material. Please open your materials. Yeah, very short answers. Very first question, look at here. That is 288 page number. 288 page number. Question number 1. Say transformer converts 200 voltage AC into 2000 voltage AC. So there will be a input EMF given. E1 is equal to 200. And E2 is given as 2000, right? It is volt and it is also volt. Calculate the number of turns in the secondary. See, N2 is asking, N1 is equal to given as 10 turns. So which this question was given in the year of 2016. So which is very, very important. And of course we know E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1. So we know E2 is given as 2000. E1 is given as 200, so 0, 0, 0 cancel. N2 is asking and 2 also cancel. Therefore, N2 is equal to 10 into 10. So, number of turns will be what happens? Okay. That means here N2 greater than N1, no? N2 greater than N1 is nothing but we can call as the step up transformer it is. Is it step up or not? Because N2 greater than N1, here it is. One more question in the same page number. What type of transformer is used in the bed lamp? Or we can say what type of transformer is used in the 6V bed lamp? So that here this transformer can be used in the, we can say step down transformer. Usually in our bed lamps, in that also transformer level will be there. For the transformer we can say step down transformer it is. Right? And the next question, what is the phenomena involved in the working of transformer? Of course, the principle is working on the transformer is mutual induction. So there will be a mutual induction. It is works on the principle of mutual induction. And what is the transformer ratio? So what will be the ratio of transformer? That is we can say Vs by, or it is E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1. This is the ratio. Clear? So these are the questions on the basis of transformer which is given here, and come to the next one. So there are other questions also there on the basis of transformer, because in exercise we'll see, or else yeah, relative theory also given in the material in the page number 290, question number 3. Right. So there will be another question is given on the basis of transformer only. Say page number 294, question number 7. The primary of a transformer with a primary secondary ratio given. Primary to secondary ratio. 1:2 connected to a alternator voltager, that is the given page number 294. So the question number will be 7, right? So there will be a given is, so the primary to secondary turns are given, that you say primary N1 by N2 is given as 1 by 2 right, is connected to a alternator voltage. So there will be a alternator voltage is given, that is E1 is equal to, you say 200 volt is given, right? A current of 4 ampere flow through the primary, that is I1 is equal to 4 ampere of current flows is flowing through the primary coil, assuming that the transformer has no loss. Find the secondary voltage and the current. So is asking, E2 is asking and I2 is asking, of course. So we know directly we can take E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1, right? So E2 is asking, already E1 is given, fine. So that here 200 N2 by N1, actually here given N1 by N2, no, 2 by 1. So E2 is equal to 400 volt it is. This is E2. So of course it is E2 is greater than E1, no? Then also we can say it is nothing but a step up transformer. And also asking I2. So that here I2 also we know it is E2 by E1 is equal to, we can say I1 by I2. Here E2 is given is 400, E1 is given 200, I1 is given as 4 and it is I2 is given as asking. So that it is a 0, 2 ones, 2 twos. So I2 is equal to 2 ampere. So this is the related question. Clear? So basically transformer question is important. Right. So you go through these questions. These are the questions on the basis of transformer. There is no other questions on the basis of transformer. So this is about this chapter, and this chapter is finished. And we will meet in the next new chapter with new chapter in the next class. Right. So that thank you very much. We'll see in the next class.